Friday, and welcome to me packing up the car to get ready to hit the road. That's right, today's the day. We hit the road and head south for the land of the mouse. Hey everybody, and welcome to Friday. We made it to Friday. Today is the big day. As you saw in the opening, I've already got everything in the car minus the cooler, which I'm going to put some drinks and water in to take with me. And the snacks are still in the house as well, because there's some chocolate in there that I don't want to melt. Even though it's not hot outside, I still don't want to risk it. So everything for the most part is put in the car and ready to go. I've got everything cleaned up. I've just got a few more things on my list I need to tick off before I can head out the door. I've already got my ears on. These, of course, are the ones that I keep on my desk. I have another set of these in my car in the back window. But it is that time. It is officially here. We have made it through the long, arduous waiting period that leads up to the moment when you get to go to Disney World. Hopefully this trip is not as cumbersome as some. I told you guys I would tell you the story of some of the experiences that I've had going to Disney. One of the worst being Snowmageddon, which I will kind of walk you through that. I think I have some video, but I don't know if I can get it on my phone. So if I do have some video, I'll insert it in certain spots to kind of give you an overview and an idea of what it was like. But that was probably the most arduous trip to Disney to date. So on this particular trip that I was headed out, we left a little bit later than normal, and there was a snowstorm. I can't talk today. A snowstorm coming, and I thought surely we would be able to outrun it because it was only about 100 miles till we would have been out of it anyway. So we took off. Mad as fast as we could to get down there, and probably about 30 minutes into the trip, the bottom of the sky fell out and it snowed. It dropped about 6 to 8 inches within probably 20 minutes. And I am not a snow driver. I don't drive very frequently anyway, especially since I work at home now. The snow fell so fast and so hard, there was nothing I could do. I couldn't stop the car. I couldn't stop to get off the interstate, because if I got off the interstate, I wasn't getting back on. It was that much snow. And it came so fast, so hard. I just kept going. It normally shouldn't have taken me. It took me, oh goodness, 3 hours to go, probably an hour to 2 hours worth of driving. No, it was more than that. It was more like 5 hours to go for what should normally take only about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I did 35 miles an hour on the interstate as the snow was slushing about. The worst part was I got to a point where I was going down the interstate. I could barely see because there was so much snow coming down. Got to this exit, and I was driving along, and a car was coming head on at me, and I was like, "What the crap? Why is there a car coming head on? I'm in the southbound traffic, not the northbound traffic. Why is this happening?" So they drove by, and I was like, "Okay, why are there people driving backwards down the interstate?" Then another one does it, and I had to roll the window down because they were flashing their lights. They told me the interstate was blocked and you can't get through. I just knew the Disney trip was ruined. I just knew we were not going to make it. It was over and done with. So I kept pressing on because I was like, maybe, there's a way around, whatever it is. And the road takes a slight incline. And in the middle of the road, there were 2 semis, both of them blocking the road because they got stuck in the snow. And there were 3 other vehicles there waiting to try to figure a way to get around them. Like an SUV, a truck, and another car. And there was no way around them. They had blocked the interstate. We were just stuck. Fortunately, the pickup truck went around the semis on the shoulder of the road and a little bit into the grass. And then the SUV followed suit, and then the car. So it cleared a path for me to be able to go around the semis. So I scooted past that, which should have been the end of the road. Another probably 20 miles into the drive, started down a huge hill, huge incline. Traffic was backed up going up the hill for probably 10 miles. They were just stuck. People were playing in the snow. I was watching people sledding into the median. It was crazy. But I lucked out. The next exit that I came across, a snowplow and salt truck got on the interstate right in front of me and plowed and salted the road for me as I went along. So it made it a lot easier for me to get through. So if I have video, I'm going to insert it here. I know there's video somewhere, but if I have it, I can find it. It's right here. Alright, as mentioned, I said I would insert video. Unfortunately, I can't get it off my computer. This is a video from the trip with the snow. And I play it. It was on the GoPro. It was outside of the car at the time. As you can hear, the snow is pretty heavy hitting the car. And it was coming down pretty heavy. Now this is towards the first earlier parts of it. As I progressed along through the trip, the snow only got heavier and thicker and worse and colder. So that gives you just a little idea of an insight into what I went through just to get to Disney World. So, but it was a great trip overall. And if it's not right there, well, then I couldn't find it. That's kind of what it was. So that's the plan. Hopefully there will be no craziness. Last year when I went down, it rained almost the entire drive down. That was horrible. It wasn't a heavy rain. It was what I call pea rain. It's just like a little sprinkle of rain that just, it's annoying is what it is. It's just a little sprinkle of rain. Just enough to make the roads wet and your windshield always have to have the windshield wiper on. So hopefully this time it will be smooth, calm, dry sailing. I'll be able to make it there in good time without a lot of problem. I've got my vitamins with me so that I can keep the energy flowing. I've got my comfy shirt on. This is my Saturday shirt normally. But I've got the comfy shirt on. I did shave. Are you excited? I don't have all this extra growth. Especially, I noticed it in the video that I uploaded for yesterday. I noticed that my unibrow was extra browy. So I apologize if you looked at that. But yes, so it's gone. I got rid of it. I was going to wax it, but I can't. I'm really interested in beard waxing. I keep watching it. I know there's a special type of wax they use versus standard like wax that you would use for your eyebrows. Because I've had that done several times and I've always enjoyed getting my eyebrows waxed. But the beard wax looks different and I'm kind of interested in it just because I hate shaving. And I know when you wax, you pull the root, so it takes longer for it to grow back, which is something I'm kind of interested in because I really do hate shaving. I hate having to do it. Just like I'm sure women hate shaving their legs. I just don't like doing it at all. It's irritating. It makes your face burn. So it's not really worth it to me. So if I could wax it and not have to shave but like once a month, I'd be down for that. Very much so. So I've got a whole list of stuff I've got to get taken care of today. I've still got to take care of the cat's business. I am still doing some work. I've got to finish up any little bit of packing and items that need to be put away and taken with me. And I do want to kind of clean the house a little more. I'm not really, I mean, this office, as you can tell, is kind of not always the cleanest or organized, I should say. It's not dirty, it's just unorganized. So, you know, I've got my little portable vacuum here, a laptop here with a notebook. Over here's the stack of Monopoly card games. My pepperoni stick for lunch. Now, will say I'm lazy. If you watched the pin video on Monday, my pins are still out on the desk. I have yet to put them back on the board. Oddly enough, I've sat here and played with them every day, just looking over them. So, yeah, there's that. So that's where I stand. I've got a lot of work to do still to get out of here, to get ready. I did speak with my friend last night who's coming to take care of the cats and stay at the house for a few days. And so he's going to come over and watch over them for me. They should be fine. They've been fine before. You know, on longer trips, they're usually pretty good. They have their own playroom, but they'll also have full reign of the house. Like right now, when they're during the day when I'm working, I typically keep them in their room, in their playroom, so that they're not out running about and distracting me while I'm working. One of them, the oldest one, also likes to dart out the door sometimes. So I try to keep him in the house as much as possible, so that he doesn't run out the door. Because I do live in the woods and there are wild things, and I don't like them to be outside, because I'm afraid something will eat them, and then I will really, really be sad. Yep, so everything's already squared away and taken care of, and everything should be good to go. All I got to do now is get everything set up to leave as soon as time comes. It's already 11:30, and yeah, I'm leaving here about 4:30. So time is drawing close, and very soon we'll be hitting the road. So let's get this day started so we can get ourselves to Disney. All right, everybody. Well, it is 2 a.m. my time, 3 a.m. their time, and I'm just now stopping for the night. Just now getting checked in to the hotel and going to rest a little bit so that I can get up in the morning, drive the additional 4-ish hours, give or take, that it takes to get to Disney World. So tomorrow will be the day that we check in, and you finally realize and find out where I'm staying. Sorry for the bad lighting, I'm in the car. But yep, so I'm calling this day done. I'm fixing to go upstairs and get some sleep. So I will see you guys on the other side. Till tomorrow.